all. My name is Nina Moore. Now I'm known as the Shuffle Queen, right? I was the Wellness Queen and now I'm the Shuffle Queen. After this weekend in Las Vegas, I am certainly excited to host this call for you this evening. Listen, before we get started, I want to give all of you an opportunity to take the link that you have and to send it to somebody in your phone. Send it to 5 people in your phone. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to go ahead and send it to 5 people in your phone. Tell them that this is the place to be tonight. This is where they need to be. Go ahead and send that link to 5 people in your phone. I'm going to go ahead and give you about 30 seconds. We're going to give you about 30 more seconds to send the link to 5 people in your phone. And I'm going to tell you why. If you care about somebody else, you'll send that link to 5 people. All right? If you care about somebody else, you'll send that link to 5 people. We should see the number jump. Say, get on this Zoom right now because I don't want you to be left out. Go ahead. And I've been shuffling cards all day. Something about that speech yesterday, right? Because I want you all to know that people think rejection is a verdict. Rejection is not a verdict. Rejection means you need to shuffle. So shuffle. Shuffle those cards. All right, shuffle. Rejection is not a verdict. And so again, my name is Nina Moore, and I am your host for this evening. I'm your presenter for this evening, along with some other amazing people that are going to come to the camera, and they're going to speak for you today. Now, listen. I would love for all of you to turn your cameras on. You never know what's going to happen here. So we want you to turn your cameras on. What happens when our cameras are on is that we are actively present and we're actively listening. And we have so much to share with you tonight. Like you heard Coach Chris say, we are fresh back from Vegas. Literally, the RVPs and above were given these 2 patches to go home with, just 2 packs, y'all. We couldn't sneak another one if we wanted to. And I actually am wearing both. I've got Assure right here, and I've got Zen over here. Because I was feeling I had a little motion stuff going on, right? After traveling from Dubai and Paris and Germany and then over to Vegas, I felt like I was still flying in the air. So I am certainly excited. And we've got Dr. Bramwell that's going to come and tell you all about these 2 new devices. And so, when I think about, I don't want to just talk about my history in the industry, right? Because I could do that easily. But for those of you that are here tonight, we want to tell you why we are on fire. Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, conferences do that. But this time when we went to conference, we saw the truth. I want you to type the word truth in the comments. We saw the truth. We saw how we could really take a viable business and scale it. And scale it. And if you were there and if you believe now that we can scale this business, I want you to put in the comments, scale. Scale. Let me see it in the comments. See, because in other companies, we were forced, and we didn't even realize we were forced until now. We were forced to make ourselves believe that we could really build something to be a $1 billion business. But what we realize is because now we are one of one, and I want you to write that in the comments. Now, here at Super Patch, we are one of one. We're not a Me Too product. See, what a lot of companies do is they take products and white label them. They drop the price here or there. They take products and white label them. They maybe drop the prices here or there, and they sell you what's called Me Too products. But we are one of one, which means that we're swimming in a blue ocean all by ourselves. Well, when you have a product that's a one of one, and we saw this weekend, and we're going to show you when I bring Dr. Bramwell up here, the advisory board, the brand new board of advisors. I'm going to show you when some of our VPs and some of the people that I've asked to speak on tonight's call, when they tell you about their experience of being in other companies, and seeing the hamster wheel, right? I don't know if you all saw Groundhog Day, where you were waking up to the same thing on a different day. So we're going to show you and share with you what we saw. We're going to share from our hearts. We want you to understand that Jay Dollywall is our CEO. And in 1983, when his mother was diagnosed with MS. Now, we don't make any medical claims, so I want to make sure before I even get started that we don't make any medical claims. We don't make any income claims. But what we can do is testify. We can share with you why our CEO said, I've got to do something. Because after 20 years of his mother struggling with that disease, he decided to take matters into his own hands. He decided to find a way that was drug-free, that was ingredient-free, and medicine-free, and toxin-free, and side effect-free. He decided that his mother, he wanted her to live, right? And he decided to spend his own money, $25 million, and 15 years of research and development to design our very first patch, the Liberty Patch, for balance, mobility, strength, and stability, and to put your body in total homeostasis, which just simply means total balance. Well, patch after patch came after that, and now we have 15 patches, which we like to call devices, that send a message to your body, to tell your body to act right, to tell your body to go back to its original design. And we all know that the original design was that the body heals itself. All right? If you understand that the body heals itself, say understand, say me in the comments. Let me know that you understand the body heals itself. And so here's what's so crazy. Here's what's so crazy, that we don't change the body. We don't add any ingredients, you guys. We don't have a consumable product. We don't need any of those things, because what we have is a message that our devices send to your brain, that sends it to your body. And it simply tells it to respond the way it was supposed to respond, the way our bodies were created, and that was to heal itself. Well, we saw our CEO this weekend, and we were able to see his heart. We were able to see his vision. And now that he's spent $40 million of his own money with 17 years of research and development, simply just launching our 14th and 15th super patch, right? And now we're in 34 countries. We will be expanding to more with a brand new website, a brand new shopping experience for our clients, and so much more coming your way. See, we were able to see and feel the heartbeat and the pulse of Super Patch through Jay Dollywall and the rest of the corporate team. What I'm going to show for you right now before we get into testimonies is because many of you, this is your first time seeing this information. If this is your first time ever seeing anything about Super Patch, if someone invited you and this is your first time being on a call, I want to see you type a 1 in the comments. Let us celebrate you for being here. If this is your first time seeing any information, if this is your first call, we want you to know that Super Patch is 3 years old. Very, very early to the party. You have time to dominate your city. And I know that you may not quite understand this neuro wellness or neurotechnology. I want you to know that this is not a fad. This is not a trend. This is simply the future of wellness. Type the future of wellness in the comments. Type the future of wellness in the comments. This is not a fad. This is not a trend. I'm going to say it again. This is the future of wellness. You see, we are on the verge of a major wealth and health transfer. We're on the verge of a major health and wealth transfer that simply we can prosper and be in good health, even as our soul prospers. We are in front of the biggest wealth transfer because we've got a product that no one else has. I want you to know that there are some reasons why you need to be here at Super Patch. One of them is that we have global intellectual property, that our products cannot be duplicated. You could be jailed and or fined or both for trying to duplicate our products. We want you to know that our products our patches our super patches have the biggest market share because we have a product that can suit 85% of the reasons people go to the doctor's office. But now, after adding these two patches, I am certain that we now suit 90% of the reasons people go to the doctor's office. We have a product that infants can use, seniors can use. We have a product for you. And this is why, these are just some of the reasons why. Imagine not having to change your product up for another country because there are no ingredients. Well, because there are no ingredients, there's no expiration date. Imagine not having to ask a person what their medical history is, but for fear of a product interacting with them. Well, there are no contraindications, and our product offers immediate results. If you've had an immediate result from our super patches, I want you to type in the comments immediate results. So now we've done over 300 million in sales. That's right, I'm going to say it again. We've done over 300 million in sales, and we will cross $500 million this year in 2026. Now, the person that invited you to this call tonight must care a lot about you because they want you to get into this health and wealth transfer before we go viral. Because by the summer of 2026, Super Patch will be viral. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get out of the way and I'm going to play a 5-minute video that's going to help you to understand how Super Patch works and why they simply just work. Now, this is not the time for you to check out. This is the time for you to lean in. This is the time for you to get your notebook and your pen. This is not the time to go look on Facebook or to go to the bathroom. I want you to pay attention to what this video says, and then we'll be right back to share more information with you about Super Patch through our testimonies from our many, many leaders. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I pull up the right video for you. Let me go back. I forgot to turn the volume on. Let me reshare. This goes to show that you don't have to be a rocket scientist, right? That we can make mistakes and we can just simply go back. Here we go.
On average, it covers about 21 square feet. Bigger than a typical door frame. It comprises 15% of your body weight and contains 11 miles of blood vessels. I'm talking about the biggest organ in the human body, your skin. And now, the Super Patch Company is unlocking the superpowers of human skin. Your skin protects you from invaders like...
1 second. They said the video is not there, so let me figure out why it's not there. Give me 1 second, everybody. Could you hear the video? Somebody text me and let me know whether you could hear it or not. Could you hear it and just couldn't see it? Yes? Okay. Let me try to recalibrate and let's try to figure out why it's not there. 1 second. Let's try this again. How about now, Chris? Can you see the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
On average, it covers about 21 square feet. Bigger than a typical door frame. It comprises 15% of your body weight and contains 11 miles of blood vessels. I'm talking about the biggest organ in the human body, your skin. And now, the Super Patch Company is unlocking the superpowers of human skin. Your skin protects you from invaders like germs, helps you regulate your body temperature, and allows you to feel tactile sensations like hot, cold, rough, and soft. In fact, the Nobel Prize was awarded to a couple of doctors who unlocked the secrets of our body's sense of touch and temperature. Imagine you have a tiny team of workers inside your body. When your skin experiences something hot or cold, or something touches your skin, these workers send messages to your brain telling you what's happening. They're called ion channels, and these sensors are the key to a new cutting-edge technology utilized by the Super Patch Company. This elegant and effective technology has gone through clinical studies, and the amazing results have been published in peer-reviewed science journals. And their benefits are game-changing. For example, let's talk about pain. The Freedom Super Patch focuses on pain management. Users of the patch reported a 72% reduction in pain within minutes, and the relief lasts for 24 hours. Here's how this amazing technology works. It's well known that our minds regulate our physiology. The autonomic nervous system and other neural networks, much like computer programs in our mind, control every aspect of our physical lives, from our heart and breathing rates to sleep and pain. But these networks can become dysfunctional or damaged due to factors like illness, stress, injury, or the environment. And when your neural networks stop working optimally, it can affect every aspect of your health. So to utilize these neural pathways, those ion channels, the Super Patch Company has been developing skin stimulation technology for more than 12 years. It's called Haptic Vibrotactile Trigger Technology, or VTT. Each Super Patch contains very fine ridges that stimulate receptors in your skin. Think of them as Braille for the brain. And the unique patterns of these ridges help reboot a specific neural program. When these ridges touch the skin, the stimulation starts instantly correcting those neural programs, essentially rewiring your brain. We're talking about life-changing benefits. For example, more than 50 million Americans have sleep disorders. And according to the National Institute of Health, insufficient sleep is estimated to have a negative annual impact on the U.S. economy of more than $400 billion. Studies have shown that people who wear the REM Super Patch for 2 weeks fall asleep 48% faster and get almost 25% more sleep at night. Every year, more than 36 million falls are reported among older Americans, and studies show that balance is the most reliable biomarker for longevity. In other words, if you have good balance and stability, the more likely you are to live longer. Studies on the Liberty Super Patch reveal that it can improve balance and stability by more than 30%. This is all done without drugs, electronic stimulation, or therapies. Most importantly, the patches are safe and easy to use. 100% drug and chemical free. No ingredients or supplements, and there are no contraindications or side effects. It's great to be active. It's even better to be proactive. The Super Patch, backed by research, proven by science.
I think we all get excited every time we watch that video all over again because it reminds us as to why we're here. But not only does it remind us as to why we're here, because many of us have seen the power of Super Patch. We've seen things that we can't unsee. Because once you see this, you can't unsee it. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. And I am telling you all right now, as I'm commissioning everybody here, once you know that there is a better way, you can't unknow it. You now want to help other people actually live a quality of life where they can have their dignity back, their independence, and their freedom, both physically and financially. So what I want to do is I'm going to bring a few people up to the line because I want you to hear it from them. I don't want you to believe it from me. We're going to bring the doctor up, so don't worry. We're going to bring Dr. Bramwell up, but I need you to hear it from a few people. They're going to give us about a minute or two of what they saw this weekend at conference in Vegas that makes this different from other things that we've been involved with before. Because I was that person that said I wasn't doing this anymore. No, I don't want to look at another video. No, I don't want to buy another product. No, I don't want to. But when I realized that we have one of one, when I realized this week, when I stood on stage, I want you to hear this. I stood on stage and realized we will fill arenas. Okay. Where are the ambassadors at? Chris, I saw that we will fill arenas. I saw it. This is that thing. This is it. This is it. I want you to type in the comments, this is it. So let me bring up Tedra Gordon. Come on, Tedra. I'm going to add you here. You should be able to unmute Tedra Gordon.
I can unmute. I'm here.
One of our VPs here in Georgia. Tedra, we've been in a lot of companies.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a lot. Over 18 years in the industry, over almost 20 years now of this industry. What did you see this weekend? What did you leave with? What has you on fire?
So, good evening. Thank you, Mrs. Moore, for letting me share. I have like really 3 points for y'all that I saw, and they're going to be real quick because I could go in depth. But the first thing I saw was vision. And I'm not saying that I didn't have vision, but my vision was much clearer because I saw our CEO, the founder. He has a roadmap and a blueprint, not about just where he is now, but where he is going. And it was crystal clear. It was like, no, maybe it's going to happen. It kind of is going to happen. We got to see what's going to happen. It was measurable, scalable. It just was top notch. Like you could feel his passion in his heart coming from his toes. Like he just knew that he knows where he's going with this company. And I believe that's because it's his baby. Like he birthed this. It came from his mom's affliction. It was his own money. So his heart is in it from the very beginning. The second thing that it did for me, it increased my belief. And one thing that stood out for me was when he said, we are the pioneers. See, I've been in many companies before, but I've never been at the front. People tried to say we was at the front. But when you're only 3 years old, this is like Mrs. Moore said, preschool, y'all, okay? And I'm excited to know that I'm a pioneer. And I know that the event that I went to this weekend is the smallest one that I will ever be at with 1,500 people. Not on the back end, but on the front end. So that excites me because I know we're going to fill some even bigger arenas going forward. And last but not least, leadership. And I'm talking leadership from the top all the way down to my leader. And yes, I'm gonna give her a shout out because she's a bad somebody, okay? And she stood on that stage and she said, "You gotta the way you when you gotta keep shuffling and keep shuffling, and that's gonna stick with me because I know I got a few good people, right? But I know the best is yet to come because as long as I keep shuffling and shuffling those cards and I don't give up, guess what? It's gonna happen for me because there's no respect to person. Y'all, this is it. So if you're on here tonight and you're wondering and you're contemplating, just go ahead and say yes because there's nothing else like it. Super Patch is your home. So just embrace it and let's rock this thing out because we going to the top. Thank you for letting me share.
And what do you got to say to the people who missed conference?
Oh my goodness. Listen, y'all. If you missed it, y'all can't. People keep saying to me, well, what did you learn this weekend? You cannot bring it back. It was so special. I mean, don't miss anything that you qualify for, and everybody qualify. When the tickets go on sale for the next conference, I don't care if you got to sell 20 packs of super patches, okay? Get there, you got to borrow it, you got to sell something, you got to bake, you got to cook. Do not miss it because we can't bring it back. You're hearing it, but you'll never get it as if you're present. So just don't miss it.
Thank you very much. Y'all give it up for Tedra Gordon. All right, I am going to grab Miss Janet Reese. Let me see. Let me grab her. She was just right there. There she is. Miss Janet Reese, come on down.
Hey, everybody.
Janet. I don't even know I don't even know what to say. Like I can't even put it into words. Even as I was trying to express it to Paul, I couldn't put it in words. What did this conference do for you?
Well, I was just sitting there. My mind was rolling like, okay, first of all, I got to reset, rebuild, restart everything that I'm doing because of the information that we got from the doctors, just for them to break down about the brain, how the patches is helping the brain. And over thousands of patches, doctors have joined the patch company. So we know that they don't tie their name to anything that have no science. So, of course, we know it have all the science behind it.
You know, when Jay said today to us that he believes before the end of this year that we'll have over 10,000 doctors recommending super patches. He said that on our leadership call today.
Right.
And I mean, the fact that he just had a whole conference and still did the leadership call today. When you think that there's nothing to convince people with now, you're literally saying, well, thousands of doctors are recommending super patch to other people. Now you went from your own personal experience with your father, who is now living a quality of life since using super patch, to now seeing this at a much bigger scale. I know that one of your goals was to get to $10,000 a month. And I mean, you squashed that. Have you set a new goal for yourself?
Yeah, I got to start making at least 20,000 a month. That's my goal.
Yeah. Now, after being at conference, do you see us in the arenas like I do?
Yes, because Saturday, Tedra, you was there. We had to run to get seats. And we got there early. We had to actually run. I was like, it's like we had the Super Bowl or something. It was crazy.
It was fighting over seats. I mean, literally, like, we want to get there. So you saw it. So you saw it with 1,500 people in the room. I can only imagine what the next conference is going to be like. As a matter of fact, they hadn't set up for 1,500.
Right.
There weren't enough chairs. They had to go and put more chairs in the room because they didn't even set up for 1,500.
Right.
Boom. I'm grateful that I got to experience it with you and that this was our first conference together and that our team had, I don't even know how many people. It looked like there was over 300 people from our team present. Our force was one to be reckoned with, okay? And so it gets bigger and better next conference. Thank you so much for all you do and the culture that you're building and how you're literally sold out for Super Patch. We love you, Janet Reese.
All right. Thank you. Love you too.
Yes. All right. Now let's go ahead over to Texas. I believe I saw Alicia Richardson, another VP. Come on up to the line, girlfriend.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
Alicia Richardson.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So you're the newbie.
Crazy.
You're the newbie when it comes to the network marketing industry.
I am.
But you're a businesswoman and you've been
Right.
to other conferences. You've been to church conferences. You've been to your professional conferences. But you have been to several because you never miss an event. Since you started, you heard that you should never miss an event and you never. And I mean, you lost your job and still was flying around going to events. I want you to talk about what you saw that was different. And you can even speak not just from the network marketing space, but from the corporate space, right? Because you've been to corporate events, you've hosted corporate events. What do you see as the future of where we're going? And how has this conference changed your life?
Mrs. Moore, thank you for allowing me to speak. Like, I am literally speechless, and all day I've just been sitting with everything that took place. And I thought about, my heart was heavy about the people that could have come and missed it. And because I've had conversations with people and I've seen them struggle. And let me tell you, two points I'll say, and then I'll say one other thing about the corporate space. When the speaker said about, what they say, licking your wounds don't stop the bleeding, but applying pressure does. And I've been sharing it with anybody that I know that's been giving me the whole sob story. And that really shifted my perspective, because it's so easy for us to retreat and accept the first little negative thing that happens and just come in agreement with it and say, oh, I ain't gonna go because of this, or I'm not gonna sell patches no more because of this. I mean, we're in and out. But that blessed me. And then, of course, when you were saying, just keep shuffling, just keep shuffling until you get an ace, because if you keep shuffling, you're gonna find your aces. That just like, oh my God, it solidified it. And then it helped solidify my why. And then Jay, when he stood on the stage with such confidence. Now, I've been to several sales conferences and business conferences, like you said earlier, but to watch a leader be so confident in what they have,
He was.
it just gave me more confidence. When I left there, I know it's not testimony time, but when I left there, I went to a friend's house in Las Vegas. And when I shared the patches, I was only sharing it with men, but they were so intrigued. But I knew it was coming from what I had got from the conference. The conference was simply amazing. I will say to anybody, if you are looking to up your game in business or whatever you're looking to do in your finances, this is it. This is an opportunity, and this is the time to be a part of something massive. I wanted to say one other thing about Daniel G. When he said, you sick and tired of, basically what I'm putting it in my terms, you sick and tired of being fat, you sick and tired of being broke. Just look in the mirror or look at your bank account. Really, butt naked, look in the mirror. Or look at the bank account, stare at them negatives or them zeros long enough until it brings and produces change and forces you to make the decision you need in order for you to be successful. And Mrs. Moore, I'm telling you, I have been so stirred. My mind, my wheels have been spinning. I'm just like, God, this is what we need. Proximity is everything. Being in the right room, energy transferring from one, I don't even use the word energy, but something was electrifying in that room. And just looking at, I saw hunger. Everybody on the dream team, when I looked in their eyes, I saw hunger. People spent their last, I know people who didn't have money to really eat, but they came to conference because they knew what they needed. So I saw hunger. The dream team showed up and showed out, and I'm so blessed to be a part of this great opportunity. Mrs. Moore, thank you for allowing me to share it.
I think everybody could hear that you was about to like rev up, to give it a little tune up, because y'all, look, she started sweating. She started feeling like y'all seeing little Zena over there cracking up, because y'all can see the energy and the excitement on her. Pastor Sean, I wasn't going to, she didn't know she was coming up, but Pastor Sean is right here at the top of this screen. And Pastor Sean has been a part of the industry for quite some time now, since 2008-ish, somewhere around there. Pastor Sean, from your experience in the industry, you did not want to leave. You ended up having to leave a little early Saturday night. But what do you see about why this is so different?
I see the heart of a leader. I see people who see this as it's no longer as a business or trying to make money. It's about ministry. It's about changing the trajectory of people's lives. And I just believe, like, as we make things happen for us, God is making it happen for someone else. God is making it happen for us. And so I am really excited. I didn't want to do this. And even still, I was dragging my feet. But I have about 10 people on this call tonight for the first time in a long time because I'm hungry now. And you when you said things like, your life shows evidence. You can say one thing, but your life will indicate what you really want. I was like, ouch, ouch, because you got to look at yourself. But I'm so thankful and grateful to be a part of this team and a company that will make an impact that will never be erased. So thank you.
Powerful. That was powerful. Y'all heard it from Pastor Sean. Listen, we got a couple of more people. I'm going to go over and grab CEO Panya Dotson. If you would come on to the screen, and CEO Panya Dotson. Now let me give a little introduction as to why we even have to. I had to get you on here. You were one of the people that I had to chase. Like, I had to call and text and call and text and call. Y'all, I was darn near threatening her, right? No, but in a way where I could not allow my sister to miss this because she's so ministry minded. I never talked to her about the comp plan. I never talked nothing. It was always, Panya, you like helping other people. I know you don't want to do this anymore, but this is different. This really is not network marketing, even though it's the network marketing space, and it's got a comp plan and things like that. We don't even do business like that until the end of the month. Panya, you didn't want to come to conference. And let's keep it 100, y'all. She didn't want to come, but something in her at the getting closer to conference, she said, I have to be there. You brought Danto, who had said he wasn't going to come either because, I don't know, I might be the only one in the wheelchair, but there were so many people in a wheelchair and on a walker there. So many people, right? Panya, why did you finally say yes? And then what did this conference do for you to solidify your yes?
Yes. First, can you hear me okay?
We can.
Perfect. First and foremost, thank you for a couple of things. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak and share on tonight. And thank you for not giving up on me, because I told you no from the beginning, right? It was months of saying no. But what got me was I actually took the time to look at a video. And I could not unsee what I saw because I am one that dealt with pain for many years. People didn't know that because I didn't wear it on my sleeves. But when I went home, I was crying and hurting, and my husband was laying hands, right? So when I saw the video, when I saw the people that were coming from one state to go to another, I began to think about myself. What if I had a patch back then? I thought about my grandmother. I saw her in pain. What if we had a patch back then? But it said, I heard it's for such a time as this, right? And so I got in. I'm still patching people. I'm like, oh my God. But I did not want to come to conference because, to me, we've been in this thing a long time. Me and Nina have been in a lot of companies together, and I didn't want the hype. You understand how you go to an event, you hear this, you see all this, but once the event is over, you feel a different type of way, right? I didn't want that anymore. We've been there, we've done that. But let me tell you, this conference, I told Nina, at the end, I heard I needed it. I listened to the Spirit. I got there. As soon as I got there, what did it for me was my husband.
Yeah.
My husband was over it. He was like, I'm not, we ain't doing that. This you. But as I began to see my husband, even before we walked into the conference, patching people on the plane, patching people in the stores, in the conference, I thought he wasn't going to be in tune. My husband was taking more videos of what was on that screen than me. So I said, okay, Okay, I see you guys. I see what you're doing. And as I sat there and I listened to everyone, this is not just another company, guys. Hear me. This is a calling. This is purpose work. So it's so much bigger than anything we've ever done. It's not about the money. Miss Moore never came to me about the money. She never did. And she know we like money, but it was never about that. She was like, put the patch on somebody else. And another thing for me, I've done a lot of businesses. I've been successful, but I couldn't use the product.
Sure couldn't. You were allergic to everything.
Everything. I can use the products over here. Do you understand how major that is? My grandkids can use the products. My kids, my mother, it doesn't matter. So all I'm going to say, because I keep going, is I'm honored to be connected to Super Patch. I'm honored to be connected to the Dream Team. I'm honored and that Nina didn't give up on me because she could have. She don't need me, but she saw this. I needed Super Patch. That's what she saw, and I'm grateful, and I'm going to stop.
Ooh. Y'all hear it, right? Y'all hear it, pages like besties. So listen, I can't make this up. We could actually go on and on all night long with testimonies. Every person that was there, I can't call everybody because I got to get Dr. B on here, right? And I'm getting ready to bring to the stage or to the screen my dear friend and business partner, and we're friends first. Just know that. We grew to be friends in another company. She was working with my team, getting no financial gain for 90 days, and I had no idea. But before I bring you up, Dr. B, we got to give a special shout out to Janice Butler. I need everybody to light the comments up, light the chat up for Janice Butler for making sure that all of us look like a unit. She made sure all of us looked like a unit. Give it up for Janice Butler. Right? All right. So, Dr. B, let me get you on here because they got to hear it from you. All right. Let me see. There we go. Dr. Nicole Bramwell, who is still in Las Vegas.
Yes, I am. Hello.
I don't even know where to. I know you could probably go all night, but
yeah.
I don't know where to start. I know you won't. I am gonna grab a few slides. I hope that we can you see this? Can y'all see this? It says principal investigators. Do y'all see that?
Yes.
All right, Dr. B, while you're talking, I'm just gonna leave these on here on the screen. Dr. Bramwell, you were 100% all in from the day I sent you the 25-minute video. 100%. You said, Nina, get me these patches. If they do what they say they're gonna do, you said it's lights out. You told me that. Beyond helping millions of people all around the world, you said we stand to be very wealthy. It's what you said in the very beginning. I know that conference took you to a whole nother dynamic because your science brain was super geeked while you were sitting in there. Can you tell everybody why you're so excited about Super Patch, even the more now since conference?
So I just believe that. So I think that one of the challenges that all of our ambassadors have at least mentioned and come up against is that they couldn't get people to believe them. They couldn't, people were saying there's no science, where are the articles, where are the studies? Well, all quiet now because 16, and people don't even turn that out in their lifetime of medical career. So 16 articles, research articles, 20 invitations to new places to present this information because we have real results. We don't have anything to worry about, nothing to question. Anybody else out there can question. You have nothing to worry about. And now it's front and center on our new website. You just send them to the website. If they want to verify, they can look at as many of them as they want to. And the thing is, you don't need to know what that language is in the studies. You don't have to know because guess what? All of them were positive. All of them were positive. That's all you need to say. That's all you need to say. So you don't need to know the science. And I heard Dr. Anna Toker say this as well. She said the same thing that I say, just put the patches on. You don't need to understand everything because they work. They work. And our language is directly from our CEO, Jay Dollywall, who is a genius. Let's get your body to do the number one thing that you need it to do. That's what we need to be saying, because the patch is the messenger. But guess who's the battery? Guess who the battery is? You're the battery. Because you're already set up to do this. Your body's already set up. It's just that it's out of balance. And our patches, our patch devices are going to basically reset you, rewire you, and send the right message so that your brain can send the right message to your body to correct the issue it's responsible for. So you don't need to go into a whole bunch of hype. Yes, I was happy to hear about all the studies, and I know maybe not everybody was as happy as I was and didn't understand what was happening. But again, that's okay, because all you have to do is send your website, which has that exact information on there and everything about each of the patches. So, don't worry, you're just fine. And guess what? We're going to go out there and we're going to patch 1 million. Guess what, though? With these two new patches, well, let me talk about these principal investigators, right. First of all. Let me tell you, this is just the beginning. There are 3 more pages of these individuals that represent the top-notch medical environment and community, and the top-notch health and wellness individuals that are out there. People know them, they are influential, and they stand behind super patch devices. They believe in them. They're not just talking about them. They are using them. They are changing their own lives with the patches. And I heard, so many stories, not just only of our advisory board and our scientific, but so many people you're plugged in. This is not just about selling something to any of you and to any of these people. Look at who we have. They represent who the ambassadors are in the company. Our advisory board represents who all of us are, and they are out there speaking to everyone, telling everyone, including Montel Jordan. I mean, come on now. That was something, a 2-time cancer survivor who said that the super patches were going to help him maintain his health now that he had conquered cancer twice. I don't know what can get more powerful than that. And he got up there singing just as powerful as ever, and interjecting super patch into his song. So let me tell you about these 2 patches, because how can we be even more game changer than what we already are? We are one of one. This Zen patch is amazing. And I'm going to be very careful about the language that we use, because we need to be aligned with what Jay says we're supposed to say, because that is our integrity. That speaks to your validity. That edifies you just as well as it edifies the company. So here it is. Zen is a calm, clear. It will give you calm, clear, open mind and access to intuition. What? Access to inspiration and access to cognitive harmony. That's a powerful statement. That's a powerful statement. Your brain basically is going to be more powerful than it ever has been. And you're going to have Zen to be able to do that. And anyone that you love, that you care about, that's going to get touched by Zen is going to actually have that. Now, let me just say this disclaimer. None of our devices are for a medical purpose. However, they are intended to improve general wellness. Our Assure is for travel with comfort and confidence. Help reduce nausea, feelings of upset due to motion. So what we would call motion sickness. But again, make sure you're not making any claims about diagnoses. We are addressing symptoms, but if we address symptoms and we have the real results, then what difference does it make what you call it, where it comes from? You have taken care of what was changing your life, and now you've changed your life to more quality, independence, dignity, and just power. You can walk straight into your power using our patch devices. So I don't know, Mrs. Moore, I could talk about a lot of things. These ladies talked about a lot of stuff, licking your wounds, not working to stop the bleeding. I know that from a medical standpoint, But let me tell you, I felt that all the way to my heart and in my spirit, that the pressure is what stops the bleeding, and the pressure is what's going to get you to your highest level. So you need to just embrace it and keep it moving. Stay aligned with what the vision and the mission is here, because this is what it's about. I love Super Batch. It is amazing. I get to be the type of doctor that I'm meant to be when I dreamed of being a doctor at 8 years old.
You know, you're not even working anymore. You walked away from your job. You walked you called in well. And you still said, I'm going to conference. You know, I was talking to Panya Dotson earlier, and she was just saying, you know, I'm used to making a comma. She said, I can't believe I've earned a comma as fast as I have. She said, but she was more excited about the fact that she's got other people on her team that have earned a comma as well, like Danto, like Danto, like Danto in a wheelchair, right? When he arrived, we said, and Superman is in the building, right? And so from a medical standpoint, you've told everybody basically, what are we all waiting for here? Like, what are y'all waiting for? What are you waiting for? I don't know if you're, you know, now that we've got thousands of doctors recommending super patches to their people, you know, to their clients, to their patients. And today we were on a leadership call, Dr. Bramwell, where Jay said that he believes by the end of the year, we'll have more than 10,000 doctors on board. I want you to share with people. I mean, it's simple. We get 3 people. It's simple, y'all. We get 3 people. We get 3 people. And I know Dr. Bramwell has to get off of here because she has to head to the airport, y'all. But Dr. Bramwell, why should people not miss conference next year? Like, I don't care what people need to do. Start saving right now, right? Why should people not? And I saw that you had to add your other line. Yeah, hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. She's going to switch out. Let me find her other line. Oh, I see Dr. Dunn is with us now. She was moving back and forth. Dr. Dunn was on her way home from Vegas. Dr. Bramwell, you should be able to unmute now.
Yes. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes. Why should people be at conference?
Oh my gosh. Again, like everyone said, nobody can bring this back to you. You had to feel what was there for it to get down in you so that you could be completely connected. And we talked, you know, it was talked about at the conference about your heart, that you're saying affirmations and you're speaking along with your heartbeat. That is true alignment. And we even got trained in how to do that with the breath work. And it was breath work. So everything you've got to put what you have, everything that you have, your whys. We talk about whys and having multiple whys, not just having one, but having whys and knowing why you're doing this. But I mean, what else can we use? What else have we been able to use in the past that has touched so many people so quickly, so powerfully, and so meaningful that, you know, you don't even worry about the money because the money's coming anyway. It's going to follow you, but you need to be at conference. You need to be connected. You need to be plugged in. And so until we have our next conference or our incentive trip, until we have that and you can be physically there, get to events, stay plugged in. As soon as you start staying away from that, you move away from the fire and you do not stay ignited. We all need support. And sometimes the meeting needs you, and many times you need the meeting. And so whatever you can get to, whether you have to drive 3 hours, whether you, I don't know, sell some patches, whatever it is, you need to make sure that you stay plugged in because this is one of one. This is not happening again. I'm not going anywhere else. This is it. You need to get on board, get ready for the next event. When our event comes up, be ready to go to convention because we cannot give you what we feel. I'm doing the best that I can. The ladies that spoke did the best that they could, but you can't feel what I felt. And just like with our patch devices, you cannot forget what you felt. You can't unfeel what you felt. And it's hard to put it into words. We can't even, as much as we're watching what's happening, we cannot put into words how, miraculous this is. And I have to use that word because it really is on that line of miracles, because it's changing people's lives, not only tangibly, not only so we can see it, but in intangible ways that you can't sense, that only that person living that life can know how it's changed their lives. And so, hey, get to the event, start saving your $10, put $10 in the kitty, every week or something, but start putting money aside so that you can get to conference, because there's nothing like it. And this was amazing. I actually have never been to a conference like that. I don't think I've ever done any breath work at a conference and been able to connect to my higher self in the conference. So amazing.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I know that you're heading to the airport.
Yes.
Safe travels home. All right, Dr. B. So listen, we had people like Danto just typed in. There were people that flew 22 hours to get to conference. I want you all to understand that when we don't know where the next event is, but I know the next event that we're having is right here in Atlanta, Georgia. You need to be there. On February the 28th, we will have a Super Saturday here. Doors will open around 10:30. I will have all of the information up this week with the registration link for you. We will provide refreshments for you. Stanisha Graham will be here. I'm here in Atlanta. Dr. Tamara Dunn will be here, right, to go over our patches. Unfortunately, Dr. Bramwell has a schedule conflict and she won't be here, but we have other doctors that are on board that will be here. Don't come alone. We will open up with a business opportunity first. All right. We'll open up with a business opportunity first. The event will be close to the airport. So if you are coming in town and you need to go to a hotel, you can stay near the airport, because the event, the venue is closer to the airport. That should be about enough. We're going to go a full day. All right. So we will open the doors at about 10:30 and we will go until about 3:30 or 4 o'clock. All right. It is a Super Saturday. So we'll train on some social media things, right? Stanisha's going to train on mindset. All right, you guys, your guests that come will have an opportunity to get patched. So make sure you bring them to the event. All right, you guys, that is very important. So here's what you need to understand about how we built this business. It's very simple. Say simple in the comments. Let me know that you're still with me. Say simple in the comments. 3 people. You need 3 people to get to the top. Now, I'm not going to break down the whole comp plan tonight because you wouldn't even understand it if I started to. I just want you to know that we have what's called a unilevel compensation plan. And what I want you to also know is currently there are 3 packages that you can get start with. But in just a couple of days, after some coding is done, you will see some brand new package options in the back in the website when you go to join. But for now, there's a Flex 40 pack where you can customize your pack and choose 40 different packs of patches. All right. Also, before I even talk about that, for those of you who don't know, Assure and Zen is in the back office for reps only. Hurry. Those packages are going to go away. So hurry. If you have not purchased your Assure and Zen, it is in the back office. You can't get it if you enroll. You can't get it as a customer right now, not until March the 1st. But for now, you are able to log into your back office. So after you join tonight, you are able to go and get Assure and Zen. All right. Assure is for motion sickness and dizziness. All right. So I put one on and I feel so much better. I feel so much better. All right. So what you want to know is this. Right now, you can get started for $1,500. It's $14.99, which is our Flex 40. You can customize that pack. 40 patches. You can pick whatever you want. 40 packs. Then there is our Omni pack, which is $750. It is already a variety pack. You cannot customize that pack. All right. And then there is a $299 pack, which will only give you liberty and freedom in 6 packs. All right. We don't really prefer that way. But then there is a way that you can become a member for $40. And then after you become a member for $40, you can log in and order whatever you want. Right. We like to get the buy 3, get 1 free, which is our Smart Ship subscription only. That is a way for us to be able to get 1 pack free because you are a member and you are able to get that on your smart ship. Let me explain to you, like today, our free patches came because once you are on a smart ship for at least 2 packs of patches every single month or more, we do 4 because we actually get 1 free, so we're only paying for 3. Once you're on that smart ship and you get 3 other people on your team to do that, you get 2 free packs of patches every single month of your choice. Hello, so that's 3 free packs of patches that you can get. And you can sell samples. A lot of us do 1 for $5 or 3 for $10, or you can sell your full packs. The manufactured suggested retail price is $99. That is the manufactured suggested retail price. However, you can charge people whatever you like. All right? Don't go over $99. And we like somewhere between $65 and $70. All right? Per pack. That is where you make your money when you are retailing, because product on hand equals what? Cash on demand. Now, there's a huge promo right now that if you want to earn our additional bonuses, our hat trick, our all-star, and driver bonuses, you would need to join at the $750 pack or the $1,500 pack. Those bonuses are based on duplication. And if you know you're going to be enrolling 3 people or more, I would definitely suggest that you start at $750 or $1,500. I think our Flex 40 pack is the best way to start your business. It is an investment. All right. It's not a cost. It's an investment that's a total write-off. Also, once you enroll other people with the $1,500 pack, you can earn an additional $100. On top of that, the bonus this month is if you sign 3 people on a $1,500 Flex 40 pack, you're going to earn an additional $500. Did y'all hear what I just said? So I'm trying to tell you, I told CEO today, Panya Dotson, we were talking to someone and I said, you got to let him know that he can have a $20,000 month, right? Because he's got great influence. And if he focuses on this one pack, right? We broke it down to go vice president. You get 66 people to do a $1,500 pack. And your VP, 99,000 volume. With just 66 people. That's not a lot of people, y'all. It's not a lot of people. That means that we all got to move together with one sound, with one mind, and unify ourselves. And it can and will happen. We've already done it multiple times. All right, y'all? So I need you to start thinking much bigger, much faster. Think much bigger, much faster. How many people do you want to help? It's very simple. Don't overcomplicate this. This doesn't even feel like business until the end of the month when we have to actually move the people out of our holding tank into the structure. But this month, you do not need any structure requirements to rank up. For our senior associate, it's 540 volume. For our team leader, it's 3,000 volume. For director, it's 11,000 volume. And then for managing director, as long as you produce 1 director underneath you with 11,000 volume, you can hit managing director at 33,000 volume. And it can still happen. It's only February the 9th. You got a lot of time left. 21 days, 20 days, what we got? 19 days left. I believe it's like 19 days left, right? We got 19 days left until the end of the month. Think much bigger, much faster. If thousands of doctors are partnering with us in Super Patch, recommending Super Patch to their clients, go get the doctors, go get the nurses, go get the chiropractors, go get the psychiatrists, go get the psychologists, go get the physical therapists, go get the pastors, preachers, teachers, apostles, go and get them. Go and get them and let them know we have a revolutionary product that is sweeping the nation with no ingredients, with no chemicals, with no toxins, with no side effects, with no contraindications, and that is safe for all, Super Patch is the future of wellness. The question is now, will you be a part of the revolution or will you sit back and watch? So what you need to do now is run back to the person that invited you to this call and get their link. You can use flex pay options. All you have to do is have an existing Sezzle, Zip Pay, Klarna, Affirm, any of those flex pay options, and you can check out with your virtual card. Split the payments up, but get started today. So you can view the new website. It's your website, right? You go to whatever your website is, .superpatch.com, and you'll see that whole front page is all brand new. All of the studies are there. All of our advisors, you can see the people that are advising the company. All of it is there. I cannot wait to celebrate your success. We cannot wait, Pastor Sean, to see everybody from at the top and not from the top. We cannot wait to dominate every city across the United States of America. We cannot wait until we expand into multiple countries, into multiple languages. The choice is yours. I'm going to tell you to choose wise. Smart people make smart choices. My name is Nina Moore, and I approve this message. We're going to say God bless you and good night as we turn it back over to Chris Courtenay to rock us out.
All right, y'all. Hey, man. I'm trying to keep the brakes on. I know we got to go. Put some fire in the chat. Go out. Go tell a whole bunch of people. It's only 9:07 p.m. Eastern time. Make some calls. Let's go. Good night. We'll see y'all later.
I was over here rocking out with you. Look.